You arrive for the night shift, ready to handle the calls that define the quiet hours ahead. The corridor is silent as you approach the control room, your footsteps echoing on the linoleum floor. Outside, the night is still, but inside, the work never stops for those monitoring the city. The door unlocks with a click, granting entry to the heart of the dispatch operation for your shift. Checking in with the supervisor, you receive the night's protocols and the list of pending incidents to review. The clock marks the start of your shift, a reminder of the long hours ahead until dawn. Setting up your station, you ensure the monitors are active and the headset is within reach for incoming calls. Testing the headset confirms clear audio, essential for coordinating responses without delay during emergencies. Your tools are ready: the headset for calls, the lock for records, and the monitor for watching over the city. Reviewing the protocols, you note the standard procedures for logging calls and escalating non-routine situations. Accessing the call log system, you begin by examining the last entries to understand the night's starting point. The log displays every call from the day, a digital record of incidents that guides your night shift decisions. Scanning the logs, you identify patterns and pending issues that require attention during your monitoring duties. Noting the anomalies in the log, you start to feel the subtle pressure of uncovering hidden systemic issues. The checklist ensures no step is missed, from headset tests to log reviews, maintaining order in the chaos. Testing radio communication verifies that you can coordinate with field units effectively for any incoming emergencies. Coordinating with your colleague, you divide the monitoring tasks to cover all radio channels and call types. The radio sits ready, a lifeline to response teams. Its static, a constant reminder of the city's unseen activity. Preparing for the first call, you adjust the headset and focus on the monitors, alert to any changes in the log. The wait begins, with the log and monitors as your guides through the night shift's slow procedural rhythm. The first call of the night shift arrives, and you immediately begin logging the incident details into the system. Each call is meticulously logged, creating a digital trail that guides the night's response efforts and records. You relay information to the field team, ensuring the log is updated in real time with their status and actions. Post-call, you verify the log entry to maintain precision in the dispatch center's incident records. The headset awaits the next call, a constant tool in the night shift's procedural rhythm of communication. Monitoring radio channels, you log unit positions and incident progress to keep the system synchronized. Comparing logs with your colleague, you start to notice subtle trends in the night's call activity. The clock marks the passage of time, each hour bringing new calls and log entries to the shift. Another call arrives, and you use the log history to determine the urgency and response needed. As initial calls are logged, you prepare for the routine phase of the night shift's continuous flow. Entering the routine phase, where calls, logs, and monitors define the night shift's steady and procedural pace. Routine calls are logged swiftly, following standard procedures to maintain response efficiency and order. The monitors provide a comprehensive view, with the log at the center of all dispatch activities and oversight. Regularly analyzing the log helps identify any emerging patterns or potential systemic issues early on. Each radio update is logged, creating a traceable record of all coordination efforts during the shift. The alarm panel remains inactive, a sign that the night is proceeding without major crises so far. Non-urgent calls are logged and categorized appropriately, ensuring resources are allocated wisely. The checklist cross-references with the log to confirm that all response steps have been followed correctly. Discussing the logs with your colleague helps in sharing insights and maintaining oversight of the shift. With the log updated and monitors watched, you brace for the continuous flow of the night shift's routine. With the call connected, you initiate the timer to monitor and log the response duration precisely. Entering the call into the log with a timestamp ensures accurate record keeping for future reference. The wall clock marks the progression of the night shift, a constant reminder of time in the control room. Monitoring the timer helps track the call duration and anticipate when to follow up or escalate. Comparing timer data with past logs can reveal patterns or discrepancies in response times. Setting a timer for routine checks ensures that all procedures are followed at the correct intervals. The timer application on the screen integrates with the log system to automate time tracking. Discussing timer accuracy with colleagues helps maintain synchronization across all dispatch activities. Using multiple timers allows efficient management of concurrent calls and ensures no delay in responses. Logging radio updates with timestamps creates a comprehensive record of all coordination efforts. The desk timer provides a physical backup for time tracking, essential in high-pressure situations. Reviewing elapsed time helps assess shift progress and plan for remaining tasks or handover. Adjusting timer settings according to protocol ensures compliance with dispatch center standards. The timer alarm signals a checkpoint, reminding you to review and update the log for accuracy. Archiving timer data with incident reports preserves a detailed history for analysis and improvement. The array of timers and clocks underscores the importance of precise time management in dispatch work. Estimating arrival times with timers aids in coordinating responses and managing caller expectations. Closing timers for resolved incidents finalizes the log entries and clears the way for new tasks. Synchronizing timers with the central clock maintains uniform time tracking for all operators. Resetting timers prepares you for the ongoing flow of calls, keeping the dispatch process smooth and timely. Handling routine calls involves accurate logging to ensure response units receive precise information for coordination. Monitoring radio communications provides real-time updates that must be logged to maintain accurate incident records. The anomaly stage begins as subtle inconsistencies in call logs and monitor displays start to emerge, requiring investigation. Discrepancies in timestamps can indicate delays or errors in the logging system that need immediate attention. The silent alarm panel contrasts with the active log, hinting at potential issues without triggering immediate alerts. Comparing current data with historical archives helps identify unusual patterns or trends in call frequency over time. Enhanced listening during radio transmissions can uncover details that might be overlooked in initial logging processes. The control room operates smoothly, but subtle signs of mounting pressure are visible in the operator's concentrated demeanors. Flagging incidents for review initiates a subtle investigation into possible systemic flaws without disrupting operations. The response checklist ensures all procedures are followed, but discrepancies can point to underlying systemic issues. The late night hours increase tension, making precise time management essential for detecting and addressing anomalies. A call deviating from expected patterns can serve as the first clue to a hidden systemic issue requiring further analysis. Documenting unusual calls in separate reports helps isolate and analyze potential anomalies in a systematic manner. Referring to shift protocols provides a structured framework for investigating anomalies without compromising standard operations. The cluttered disk reflects the complexity of dispatch work, where every detail is crucial in uncovering systemic issues. Syncing logs across monitors should align data, but mismatches reveal gaps in the system's integration and accuracy. Balancing routine calls with anomaly investigation increases pressure, requiring efficient time and task management. Updating the anomaly report builds a documented case for systemic flaws, essential for future analysis and resolution. The quiet hallway contrasts with the busy dispatch room, highlighting the isolation and focus of night shift work. Organizing notes and setting reminders prepares for deeper investigation as the night shift continues to unfold. The timer reaching 0 marks a critical point in the investigation, pressing you to act on the accumulated data. A 0 timer visually represents the urgency of addressing anomalies before they escalate into crises. Reporting the timer alert initiates coordination for a potential crisis, linking time management with response protocols. Entering timestamps ensures accurate logging, which is crucial for identifying temporal patterns in systemic issues. Resetting the timer prepares for the next phase, as the late night hours demand continuous time tracking. Balancing incoming calls with timer deadlines increases stress, highlighting the need for efficient dispatch work. Discussing time constraints with colleagues ensures collaborative effort in managing the investigation under pressure. The wall clock tracks the shift's progress, reminding you of the approaching handover time. Discrepancies in time logs reveal a hidden flaw in the system's time synchronization, affecting all operations. Setting a crisis timer based on the flaw prepares for immediate action to prevent further issues. The crisis stage begins as systemic flaws lead to time-critical situations requiring urgent coordination. A critical call arrives, and noting the exact time is essential for coordinating timely responses. Monitoring radio channels provides real-time updates synchronized with the timer for efficient crisis management. The headset and timer app symbolize the integration of communication and time tracking in dispatch work. Logging the crisis with precise time entries helps in analyzing response times and identifying delays. The response checklist must align with timer deadlines to maintain procedural accuracy during crises. The alarm panel's timers indicate multiple active alerts requiring prioritized attention based on time. Uncovering a delay in timestamp updates points to a core systemic issue that affects all logged incidents. Comparing current time logs with archives verifies the systemic flaw and provides evidence for resolution. Adjusting timer settings is the first step in resolving the systemic flaw, ensuring future time accuracy. Adjusting the timer settings ensures that future calls are logged with accurate timestamps for better coordination. Confirming timing synchronization with response units verifies that the systemic flaw has been effectively addressed. The timer app now displays accurate time, symbolizing the restoration of precision in dispatch operations. Logging the timer adjustments creates a record for future reference and audit trails in the dispatch center. Handling a routine call with the corrected timer tests the fix and ensures normal operations resume smoothly. Monitoring response times against the timer helps in verifying that the timing system is now functioning correctly. The headset and timer together represent the dual focus on communication and time management during dispatch. Comparing old and new logs provides concrete evidence that the timing discrepancy has been resolved. Reporting the fix to the supervisor ensures that the systemic issue is documented and approved for implementation. Updating the response checklist integrates the learned timing adjustments into standard operating procedures. Handling calls efficiently demonstrates that the dispatch center is back to routine after addressing the flaw. The wall clock indicates the late hour, reminding of the ongoing night shift and the quiet intensity of dispatch work. Reviewing the alarm panel confirms that all alert systems are operational and synchronized with the corrected time. Cross-checking time logs with colleagues ensure consistency and accuracy across all dispatch stations. Summarizing the resolution in a log entry provides a clear record of how the systemic issue was fixed. Drafting a detailed report documents the entire process for future analysis and training purposes. The archive folder holds historical data that was crucial in identifying and resolving the timing discrepancy. Monitoring radio channels with accurate time notes ensures that all responses are tracked precisely. Verifying system synchronization confirms that the timing flaw has been completely eradicated from operations. Preparing for wrap-up involves finalizing logs and reports as the crisis stage comes to an end. Entering the resolution phase, where detailed reports and systematic handovers define the final hours of the night shift as dawn approaches. Writing the detailed report involves summarizing the crisis steps, findings, and the implemented fix for future archive reference and analysis. Cross-checking the report with a colleague verifies accuracy and completeness before formal submission to the shift supervisor for approval. The archive folder holds the night's records, crucial for storing the report and logs that resolved the systemic issue. Submitting the report triggers the formal documentation process and awaits review from the supervisor to finalize the night's resolution. Receiving approval from the supervisor validates the report and allows it to be archived officially in the system for future shifts. Updating the shift log integrates the report into the nightly record, ensuring a comprehensive account of events and resolutions. The clock indicates the late hour, reminding that the night shift is winding down as preparation for handover begins. Preparing the handover document ensures a smooth transition of responsibilities and critical information to the day shift for continuity. A final system check confirms that all dispatch operations are stable and ready for the day shift to take over seamlessly. Handling the final call maintains routine efficiency and demonstrates that dispatch duties continue until the very end of the shift. Placing the headset down symbolizes the completion of communication tasks and the quiet closure of the night's dispatch work. Radio communication with the day shift transfers control and updates them on the night's activities, ensuring a coordinated handover process. Filing the archived folder secures the night's reports and logs in permanent storage for future reference and audit purposes. Resetting the alarm panel ensures that all alert systems are refreshed and synchronized for the day shift's operational needs. The dawn light marks the end of the night shift, bringing a sense of calm and completion to the dispatch center. Writing a personal log entry helps internalize the night experiences and lessons for improving future dispatch work and procedures. Adding the issue documentation to training materials ensures that future dispatchers can learn from the night's events and avoid similar flaws. Organizing the desk tidies up the work area and leaves it prepared for the day shift dispatcher to start fresh and efficiently. A final monitor check confirms that all systems are stable and the dispatch center is fully ready for the day shift takeover. A final review of the archived folder confirms that all documentation of the systemic issue is securely stored for future audits and training purposes. The labeled archived folder represents the culmination of the night's work, documenting the resolution of the hidden systemic flaw for permanent reference. Radio communication with the day shift dispatcher transfers knowledge about the archive reports, ensuring they can reference the night's findings if needed during their shift. Updating the digital log with a final entry marks the official closure of the night's dispatch activities and the systemic issue resolution. The full dawn light signifies the end of the night shift, bringing clarity and a sense of accomplishment to the dispatch center's quiet atmosphere. Printing and placing the shift report in the supervisor's inbox ensures that management is informed of the night's events and resolutions promptly. A final equipment check on the headset and phone guarantees that communication tools are operational for the day shift's incoming emergency calls. Noting the time on the wall clock marks the precise moment the night shift concludes, ready for the official handover to the day team. Standing up and gathering personal items signals personal transition from night shift duties to the end of your dispatch responsibilities. Leaving the dispatch station, you ensure the control room is ready for the day shift's emergency response duties as your night shift ends.